Good afternoon. My name is Gayle Asali Dickson because that was my name, Asali, when I was in the party. And I can tell where you know me from when I run into you on the street and you call me Asali. I was like, I'm not scared. Oh no, that's one of the students. I'm just listening to all these stories. It's just so beautiful, and it made me actually. You started me reflecting on when I was in grammar school and how simple classes like art, there was discouragement, you know, and because I didn't draw it right, you know. And so what I really liked, I was a preschool teacher at the school. I taught the kids cognitive skills and getting them ready for his class over there. And what I liked about the school as a teacher is that it was innovative, it was creative, and it was supportive. The children learned who they were through imagination and learning their true history. And we were like their extended families. They were our extended families. And therefore, our instinctive goal was to help them fulfill their purpose and to take care of one another and to hear them and to make sure they were heard and to prepare them to properly give the gifts that they came to this world with. That's all I
have. Gregory Lewis. For those of you who saw the video, I'm the one who talks the most, and they leave me for last. Probably a wise choice.
Still do.
But my story runs similarly to Ronnie's, Keisha's. In my experience, I was born to a 17-year-old single mother in East Oakland, and the Panther raised me from 1970 until 79. See, I'm getting emotional. Actually, the video, I'll stop myself, but the video actually brought back so many emotions because I looked at how much fun we were having on the playground. I knew how much of an inquisitive kid I was, how much I am a talker. I'm an attorney. I like to talk. And in Mr. Amar Casey's class, he gave me that forum. And fast forward in other parts of education after I left, I was shut down. I refused to be shut down because that's my personality. But it's all part of the struggle. So here I was in this organization that really showed me how to be creative, be compassionate towards my fellow girls and boys. To really, really respect ourselves and our bodies and treat each other as we want to be treated. And within that, my paradigm of living Ronnie and I especially, we lived in a communal environment where there was not a big dividing line between school and home. We all we went to school together in the same class, we got on the bus together, and we went back to the dorms together and stayed together, played together, lived together. And a part of that routine, a part of that community was created, the love and compassion that, Ronnie and I, we won't see each other for a decade or so. I didn't know, I was in college and I saw a video of Digital Underground, I said, I know him. That's my best friend, that's my brother, but that's how, and then whenever we come together as brothers, But I don't want to talk too much about the experience. I think that I really do think that the video, the imagery, the powerful teachers that we had, Ms. Ericka Huggins, Ms. Asali Dickson, this brother here taught my sister colleague who's not here, and it was a real, I'm not a religious man per se, but it was a very, very blessed time in my life. It really was. And without that, there's a lot of us who would not be where we are. And I think Ericka brought up a very important piece of, because I think in my head, how was this done? Why has it not been replicated? And I don't know that it's been tried. I'm not in education, so that's when I ended up going to law school instead of going into education, but I've never really examined any studies that talked about fully why this model worked, which I think was a communal model, which was a familial model, which was, you saw students holding each other accountable instead of students competing with each other to get to the top. We're all get to the top together, and so there's work to do. There's obviously a lot of work to do, and so it's really great to see all these young, medium, and old minds up here who are curious, because that's where it starts.
So I'm Kimberly Mayfield Lynch, and I chair the education department at Holy Names University. I'm a former Oakland teacher, and I'm the daughter of a former Oakland teacher. And my first connection with the Panthers that were born the same year I was born, so I'm very excited to be at this conference celebrating 50 years from the founding of the Black Panther Party and 50 years that from when I was born. But it was that the Panthers had the breakfast program at my mom's school. My mom taught at Markham Elementary School in Oakland. And that work around really wrapping your arms around the community and providing children what they need really provided the footprint for the work that I do, which is to train teachers. The mission and the goal of the school was clearly for teachers to teach the students to be problem solvers, critical thinkers, and global leaders. The universal sense of ownership was just absolutely powerful and palpable and very inspiring. The fact that the teachers were from the community deeply resonates with me and the work that I do to diversify the teaching force. In fact, this work continues in the legacy of the Oakland Community School by underscoring the importance of local citizens who look like the students to become teachers. And my work is specifically to train people to work in public schools in Oakland and surrounding areas. In 2001, I became faculty in the Ed department at Holy Names University in Oakland, and its mission is to educate the underserved. The thing that separates our department from other teacher prep programs, much like who got to be a teacher at the Oakland Community School, is that we don't require people to pass the teacher tests. We believe that if you have a passion to teach, you should be accepted to an ed program, and we can help you learn how to pass those teacher tests. To this extent, that allows for our candidates to be very reflective racially and linguistically of the children we're educating them to teach. So we, like the Oakland Community School, believe in the genius of community members. In 2009, I got right in front of this issue to recruit and train local citizens to become teachers through working with a federal grant program, Transition to Teach. And that took the form of the Teach Tomorrow in Oakland program, which was birthed by community activism. The Effective Teachers for Oakland Task Force, under the leadership of then Mayor Ron Dellums, called for a comprehensive effort to remove barriers to the teaching profession for Oakland residents. So the result of TTO, which was operational in the Oakland Unified School District from 2009 to 2016, was to recruit local citizens. And we recruited about 1,000 Oaklanders to become teachers. 500 were accepted into TTO, and we were able to place 167 teachers in the Oakland Public Schools. And yeah, that's pretty amazing. This group of teachers has a 74% retention rate after 4 to 5 years, which is just about unheard of. But it's what happens when you get people from the community to teach in the community, right? The other program that I'd like to briefly mention is the Teacher Apprenticeship Program, which is located at Holy Names University. It's funded by the same grant that TTO was funded by, and it recruits in a little bit broader area, the General East Bay, to prepare teachers for the Hayward, Oakland, and West Contra Costa Unified School Districts. And what the money actually goes to are things that address the racial wealth gap. We provide candidates with test preparation and pay for it. We pay the cost of the rental of textbooks. And we provide a stipend when candidates are eligible to student teach or become intern teachers. So it's a similar approach to the wraparound approach that we saw and heard about at the Oakland Community School. And now, as the moderator, I get to ask this wonderful panel a couple of questions. And while I'm asking my questions, I'd like for you to think about questions you would like to ask the panel. And when I give the sign, I'd like for you to get in line behind one of the microphones, and I'll call on you to ask a nice, clear, concise question that will elicit a nice, clear, concise-ish response. So my first question is around the motto of the party, serve the people every day. And I'd like for the panelists to talk about more about how the students at the school and the community were beneficiaries of the motto. And whoever would like to respond first, just please start talking. Serve the people every day.
Can we get the lights up a little so we can see